Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today on this bright Sunday, bright and sunny Sunday where I am. I hope it's not raining and gloomy where you are, but in terms of Chelsea Football Club, it's looking like it could be a bright day. Because we might finally be coming to the end of this crazy saga that has been upon us and on top of us like a dark cloud that won't go away for ages. We finally might be seeing the sunshine breaking through. We're going to get through all of it very shortly, but before we do, few things in terms of the formalities to get out the way, which is, do not forget, there's going to be video number 2 coming later today. It's a double upload day as routine on this channel now, especially in this transfer window, but you're getting that later, so make sure you guys are here for that. One way to be here is to subscribe. The next way to be here is to make sure you hit the notification bell. Hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. On top of that, do like the video if you have enjoyed that, and make sure you follow on the socials. You'll be getting all of my other opinions, extra content, daily thoughts and whatnot on Insta, on X and on TikTok, my personal ones and the channel ones, so make sure you're following on all of those. Links are in the description. On top of that, don't forget to check out myself and George Benson's brand new football channel, which has just recently launched. Shootout, link is in the description. Make sure you are there. We are going to be covering all of our thoughts on the Premier League weekend and more, so make sure you guys are going to be there for that one when it drops. Much appreciated. Let's get cracking. We've got news this morning in regards to this guy. We finally might be coming to the end of saying this guy on this channel. It's going to be quite a bittersweet moment. I've quite enjoyed saying this guy. It's got to the point where it's become like a staple. Well, we might finally be coming to the end. We've got Matt Law and others that have given us news this morning, so let's get right into it, starting off with Matt Law. More talks today regarding Lukaku's loan move to Roma. Agreement between the clubs now close, with Chelsea expected to take a loan fee of £8 to £9 million. Roma also working on Lukaku's wages, which Chelsea will not contribute to, so he will have to take a cut to about £7 million a year. Optimism. I said it yesterday. Fabrizio was telling us how apparently we were looking at around 5 million and Chelsea wanted more, and I did say, look, 10 million euros. 10 million euros, right? I was fair on that. And I said that comes to about £7-8 million roughly. Here we are. We're on the brink of getting £8 to £9 million. Man, this is fantastic. This is great. This is absolutely great. First, I ask Mourinho to come in, Roma to come in, save the day, take Lukaku. You need a striker. We got one. And then it materialises. Now they are interested. Now we're actually looking to get him off to Roma. And then I'm like, nah, you know, it's not enough money. Bump it up a little bit. And then they do. Man, Roma, I wish you all the success. I might get a Roma shirt. I might actually just get a Roma shirt, just because I think they've turned into my favourite Italian team. Not taking anything away from AC Milan, by the way. We got Pulisic scoring goals. We got Loftus-Cheek providing assists. We got Giroud being Giroud. I mean, we got all sorts going on over there in terms of ex-Chelsea. So that's definitely one of our favourite clubs over there for sure. But Roma starting to get into a special place in my heart. They've come and they've taken our problems and they've really provided us with the solution. So I'm hoping the last piece to this solution is that at the end of this loan, they buy him on a permanent. Take him away, right? I hope he bangs. I hope he scores goals. I hope his value is a good value, and then I hope they buy him. Fingers crossed. So let's see how this one's going to play out. But we got more news in relation to Lukaku and the details. So here's Nizar Kinsella. Chelsea and Roma approaching final steps for Lukaku. Loan fee, wage, contribution broadly agreed. Lukaku asked to take a pay cut, not just next season, but for the next 3 years of his Chelsea deal. Wage savings make low loan fees worth it. So that's definitely one thing to take into context, is the fact on his salary. His salary's been a key thing. He's on 325k a week at Chelsea, lads and ladettes. He's on that much money, so he has to take a wage cut. That equates to, I think, about £17 million a year. We're now talking about him earning £7 million a year. He has to take a cut. If not, he's not going anywhere. And if he doesn't go anywhere, he's not playing football. So it's just as much of a loss as it is for him as it is for us. So he has to be realistic. But here's more. Chelsea and Roma have asked Lukaku to take a £7 million pay cut to sanction his loan move back to Italy. Chelsea also want Lukaku to agree to reduce his salary for the remainder of his contract beyond any loan deal for the coming season and until 2026. This is where, look, Chelsea are doing the right thing here. Absolutely doing the right thing. But this is where, man, this signing that we made has turned out to be the worst signing in the history of football. I mean, bloody hell, in terms of who we've signed, what he's done, his wages, everything is wrong. Everything is wrong. And we have to be honest here, at the time that it happened, we didn't think it was wrong. No one thought it would be wrong. We thought it would be the prodigy returns. He's going to smash it. He's going to come in and be the best striker Chelsea have seen. We all thought that. And it's turned out to be an absolute scam. We have been scammed. Beyond scammed. Like, there's scam and then there's this. There's scam and losing thousands of pounds in your own personal life. And then there's this. It's a different level. So, I hope that doesn't happen to you, by the way. But let's get into more detail. Here it is. Chelsea and Roma have asked Lukaku to take a £7 million pay cut to sanction his loan move back to Italy. Lukaku's $325k a week wages at Chelsea will see him earn around $17 million a year, a salary out of reach for Roma, and the Blues are unwilling to subsidise. And I agree. I agree with Roma and I agree with Chelsea. I agree with Roma, we ain't paying you that. And I agree with Chelsea, neither are we. It's just absolute carnage. Like I said, this has been the worst deal in the history of the world. But Lukaku needs to be realistic. He has to be realistic here. He needs to realise he's in a corner. His back is against the wall. The club that want you on loan are not willing. The club that you're employed with are not willing. No one's willing except you. You're going to have to just, take it. Simple as that. Take the cut. Go and play your football. And look, he has to honestly take the route of he's rich enough, right? He's not exactly going to be asking for bread to eat tomorrow if this gets cut. Yeah, he'll be fine. Go and redeem yourself and rebuild your career. Simple as that. And you might have to take a hit to maybe earn more later if you can prove yourself in Italy and get your career back on track. That is what he has to do. That's his only solution. So let's hope it happens. Ben Jacobs provides us with an update as of minutes ago. Roma are closing in on a full agreement with Chelsea to loan Romelu Lukaku. As revealed, Roma are unwilling to pay more than Inter did when they loaned the Belgian striker, but there is optimism a compromise is close. Key to the deal is Lukaku reducing his wage. So let's just hope this goes through now. Let's hope this is going to materialise in the way we want it to materialise. And yeah, Lukaku takes a cut. We get £8 or £9 million. Fantastic. He goes to Italy. He hopefully bangs for a season. They decide to keep him. They buy him and we never see him again. That's it. Fingers crossed that is what's going to happen. And we'll keep tabs on it. Let me know your thoughts down below in relation to a wage cut, £8 or £9 million in terms of a loan fee, him going off to Roma, and your overall thoughts on the deal. Let me know down below. Personally, I don't think we have an option. I don't feel like we have a choice. I know some people are going to say, we got to sell him. We got to sell him. Who's going to buy him? Would you buy him? No. No one will. So we got to be realistic now. We are days towards the end of the transfer window. The transfer window ends in 4 days, 5 days, 4 days, 4 days technically, but there's the 5th day is deadline day. So we have to be realistic. This is his only way out now. Let's hope it happens. Fingers crossed. Now, in those last remaining days of the transfer window, you'd look at it and think, yeah, there's hardly any time left. Are Chelsea going to do any more big business? Probably not. So no, stop. Check this out. Fraser Fletcher says Chelsea are working hard. There is expectation of some surprises in store before the end of the window. And not just that, we also have Ben Jacobs telling us Chelsea are going to be a side to watch right until the end of the window. They're going to surprise us, no doubt, with a few moves. Who? Who? Now, when people read that, I know there's one name that pops to mind. And I don't blame them because I wanted the player too. But let's show you this and then I've got something to say, right? Here it is. Let's get into it. Ryan Cherki is set to stay at Lyon this season, despite interest from Chelsea, Newcastle, Aston Villa and West Ham. Lyon manager Laurent Blanc is banking on him and wants him to score more goals this season for the league strugglers. That's coming from L'Equipe. L'Equipe have mentioned that there is absolutely no way. And just to show you the article, Here it is. So L'Equipe saying why Laurent Blanc is waiting for even more from Ryan Cherki at Lyon. He's staying. That's the one name that I think many people have on their minds of, oh, there's going to be a big move. It's going to be Cherki, surely. It's not. Now, we're hearing that there's going to be surprises up until the end of the window. Who? Who's the surprise? And it's not just one. Apparently, there's a few moves that Chelsea are going to execute before deadline day. Now, the thing with this is that we genuinely don't know who. And there's two sides to this. There's one side to this of we don't know who and we're kind of, thinking, where the hell are we heading, right? Who's coming? And why are we so sure that business is actually going to get done, right? There's the other side of, are Chelsea doing their business very quietly? And we're going to get very big business done, but no one knows a thing. And that is something that I know we've been asking for quite some time. Since Roman sold the club, we used to operate very under the radar. We used to do things quietly. No one used to hear a thing until, boom, all of a sudden, oh my God, personal terms agreed, it's happening, it's done, deal's done. What? How has this happened? We've had that countless times. It's nice to know that coming into deadline day, we're doing our business under the radar like that, if that is what Chelsea are actually doing. Fingers crossed, this is the case, and this is why we don't know who's coming in, and we're going to get big surprises towards deadline day. Now, I did say, personally, that I reckon there's going to be a surprise towards deadline day, but I thought that surprise would be Kudus. It's not. He's going to West Ham. That's a done deal. It's finished. He is a West Ham player. It's not going to be Cherki. He's staying at Lyon. It's not going to be this guy, even, for some people that think it's going to be this guy. Breaking, Tottenham set to open talks with Nottingham Forest's £50 million rated forward Brennan Johnson with a view to completing a deal this week. Look, Spurs, you do you. On this, I ain't saying anything. If Spurs feel like that's a good deal, mate, go and use that Harry Kane money and do this. I think that's not a good deal. I think they're getting a good player, but to spend 50 million on Brennan Johnson, come on. Come on. Nottingham Forest are... I don't want to sound hypocritical here, right? Because I know some people are going to be like, oh, but Brighton pulled your pants down. Listen, we got Caicedo. In terms of this guy, yeah, Brendan Johnson, I think Nottingham Forest are pulling Tottenham's pants down hard here because they got a lot of money for Harry Kane. Now, all of a sudden, half of that budget has gone to Brendan Johnson. Now, Brendan Johnson, like I've said, good player, but 50 million? Come on. Nottingham Forest are absolutely buzzing at the fact that there's going to be an income of £50 million coming into their bank account because they got rid of Brennan Johnson. I mean, come on. It's absolutely... But then again, that's Spurs. Spurs, you do you. You do you. You do you. Feel like that's good business? Go ahead and do good business. Because right now, we got to be honest, Richarlison doesn't look like he's banging. The rest of the Tottenham team look good. We'll get into more detail on all of that on Shootout, so make sure you are subscribed over there. But in terms of this deal, yeah. But that's another one. Chelsea were linked with Brennan Johnson. We're not getting Brennan Johnson. Thank goodness. In terms of that money, thank goodness. So who is it going to be? Some people are going to say it's Barcola. He's going to PSG. So who is it going to be? And it's not just who is it going to be. Who are they going to be? Apparently it's not one. It could be two. It could be three. It's multiple players that Chelsea are going to be getting towards the end of the window. Personally, I think it's going to be a forward that can operate along the front line. And if I'm having to guess, I reckon maybe an attacking midfielder, but that could also come into hand in terms of a player that can play across the front line. I reckon an attacking midfielder and someone that can play in the front three. Someone that can play as a striker, someone that can play on the right, someone that can play on the left. That's one player, and then one attacking midfielder. Or it could be one forward man that can play up front, and someone that can play on the right wing and can play as an attacking midfielder. I feel like those are going to be the two combinations, the two possible combinations for the two players that Chelsea will be getting towards deadline day. But I ask you the question and I will leave you with this. Who? Who is it going to be? There's confidence that Chelsea are getting this business done, but who is it? God knows. God knows. Let me know down below who you think it's going to be, and are you happy that Chelsea could be actually doing this deadline day business towards deadline day under the radar without anyone knowing a thing? Or are we just clutching at straws and Chelsea don't actually have anyone lined up yet? It's a possibility, but let me know down below how you think it's all going to end. And there we are. I will see all of you later on tonight for video number 2. Do not forget today's match day. is Sheffield United versus Manchester City later on at 2 p.m. And we've also got Newcastle versus Liverpool. That's going to be a very interesting game. Burnley versus Aston Villa. We get to see Burnley in action against a team that you'd think they might be able to do something against, although Aston Villa are looking very good. Let me know your thoughts down below, and make sure you're here for video number 2. One way to be here for video number 2, like I've already said, is to make sure that you guys are subscribed over here, so make sure you are subscribed. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this. Check out the socials. They are on screen for you right now, Instagram, X and TikTok, and they are in the description. So click those links, you'll be directed right there. Hit us with the follow and enjoy the extra bits of Younes Talks Football and Younes Talks flavour that comes your way. And don't forget to check out Shootout, link is in the description as well. Subscribe over there and catch the content that is coming starting from tomorrow for this new week, as we go over the Premier League weekend, and we give you more, including the next episode of Chelsea Hot and Cold. So that's going to be a good one for you guys to catch as me and George choose our hot and our cold players for the game against Luton. Make sure you are there for that one. Much appreciated. And I will see you later tonight. Have a good one, people. See you tonight. Take care and peace.